Hello, hello, everybody. This is Rose Stein with Rose Stein Coaching and founder of the Button the Jeans Signature Program. I have some amazing guests for you. I know I wasn't going to start the guests until next week, but this is just too good. It is way too good to pass up. I had to have these two amazing, lovely ladies on to tell you about some really cool things. These two women I just almost want to get a little bit emotional. They have been absolutely fundamentally setting the foundation for my growth and my success over this last year. They have inspired me. They have motivated me. They have encouraged me. They have gone through their own stuff and shared with me their own vulnerability and transformation. These two women, we met online, and I just wish I could give them a hug in person. And they just become very dear friends of mine. And I want you to meet them so that you can also be inspired. One of these beautiful ladies, we'll get into that in a little minute. So let's have you guys introduce yourselves. First, we have Melanie. Please say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Do you want me to just jump right in, or?
Jump right in. Sure. Yeah. Tell us.
Well, thank you so much, Rose. I definitely want to say that it was a full exchange back and forth. You definitely have inspired me so much and given me so much, and I've grown so much knowing you and being in your community as well. So I appreciate you so much. And oh my goodness, all of your shares, and just every time you come on and I see you, it's just so calming. So thank you for participating and showing up fully all of the time. You definitely do that. So I'm Melanie, and my background is very, I guess, diverse. Right now, I'm one of the co-founders of the Masterful Manifestors. So it's a group that we started. It's a business that we started back in March, and we are here to share the fundamental secrets of growth and prosperity, and just really help people live their fullest life and go after their dreams. And so with my background, I've started my journey as far as self-development about 3 years ago. And that's when I discovered the law of attraction, and absolutely changed my life. And step by step by step, I feel that I'm growing and want to continue my growth. And as many wonderful people along that want to join and jump in, and that I can learn from and help teach along the way, is definitely my path right now.
That's amazing. I want to come back to you, but I also want to let Marion say hello and introduce herself. Marion, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marion. I'm one of Rose's clients, first and foremost, but also I've lost 10 pounds. Hey. I'm also the Chief Productivity Officer at Masterful Manifestors, and I'm a productivity mentor for a lot of virtual assistants and entrepreneurs who have businesses online. I've also been and still am a virtual assistant myself, and I love growing. I love transforming. I love every day becoming a better me and watching where that takes me and who I get to meet and what I get to do because of that. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
Awesome. Thank you. Both of you, welcome so much. Thank you, Marion, for sharing with everyone that you are a client of mine. It has been absolute honor and continues to be a joy to support each other in different ways. So thank you for showing up like that. I know, Mel, you also did the 5-day resets, or I think we did like a 15-day challenge a little bit ago.
Yep.
And so you also have a connection to this community on a very personal level. It's not just like, oh, we're friends and come and, tell me that I'm wonderful, which of course I appreciate, right? But there is a deeper level of connection and healing with this particular community for both of you, which is another reason why, to me, it's so powerful and special and important that we continue to support each other in this way, because you find it's just, you get it. You get it. It's not just, okay, let's happy affirmations and everything's cool. Like, there is a deeper level of nourishment that comes from this morning challenge that you guys are going to talk about, that's starting next week, which I'm super excited about. And the idea of manifesting and showing up for our life fully, and also the way in which we nourish ourselves physically. You want to speak to that a little bit? I would love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely. I feel part of the growth process is getting to know yourself and digging down and discovering those stories that are in there that need to come out. And that was one thing with your community I feel so open to, and I feel just because it's so compassionate and everyone's so vulnerable. um, I have a lot of issues around eating and nurturing my body and taking care of myself. And so that's why I really, really feel drawn to your community. And I have discovered so much recently about eating habits and the real why behind the things that I'm doing. And, you know, understanding I have certain goals, but the healthy way of going about getting those, and, you know, the purpose behind it, to change the ideas around it really, really helps motivate me. And I've had a journey through struggling with my weight, and really what launched it back then was a mindset shift. It was just changing one habit, and it absolutely changed. Like, at the time, I wasn't even looking to do anything with my body. I started listening to something positive every day, and it just absolutely shifted my whole world. And that's I think why I'm so drawn to your community, because it's not about, you know, let's lose this, let's do this, and let's just focus on, you know, the things to do to mark off numbers. It's really getting to the root of it, and understanding the mindset and the shifts that we can do to really help ourselves understand ourselves.
Beautifully said. That was my very similar story as well. I learned hypnotherapy to help other people. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to help you with your, you know, fears and phobias and quit smoking and that kind of stuff, which is wonderful and beautiful. And of course it does work. And then I went, wow, I'm starting to listen, and I'm starting to change and transform, and I'm not so scared anymore. And I don't have the same kind of cravings anymore. And a lot of things just began to fall into place for me. And yeah, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. I have the same experience. I know, Mary, you unmuted yourself. Speak, girl. I want to hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, nourishment isn't necessarily just this formula, this checklist that, oh, if I follow this diet plan, I'm going to get, you know, XYZ results. Because, you know, that may work sometimes or on the short term, but that's not a long-term solution. And that's actually not going to give you the transformation you need. For me, I've learned this year especially that transformation has so many other elements. There's an emotional element and a mindset element that's going to actually change who I am so that I can be a different person instead of, you know, checking off a list. You know, I'm a productivity guru. I know how to execute. I know how to get things done. You want to get to X result, I will tell you how to get there, and we will do it within a deadline. But actually becoming that, actually changing some of these whole body experiences that we are, you know, this isn't about actually doing, you know, projects and things out in the world. This is you. This is the most valuable, like, possession you have, your own body. It's going to take more than a checklist. And that's why it's so valuable to tap into a community and to go through all of the emotions and deal with them and process them, and not just like keep eating through them or suppressing them, which is one of the things I'm really good at, suppressing all of that. Not so anymore, actually. It's now erupting into a beautiful transformation, but it's so important to be a whole person and not just go for the I don't know what the word is, but like the kind of vain, you know, little outer goal, and not working on the inner stuff.
Yeah, one of the sayings that comes up into my mind when people really get that kind of transformation that you're talking about, not just the physical one, but where the insides and the outsides then begin to match and to meet, is that you come for the vanity, right? Because at first it's like, I want to button my jeans, right? And that's like the name of my program, which I totally get that. I want to do that too. You want to button your jeans, you want to lose weight, you want to have it be and look like this. So you're coming for the vanity, and then you stay for the sanity. Right? It's that mindset shift that begins to happen when we allow ourselves the opportunity to really give and receive with other human beings as well, because that's really what we're looking for. We want to feel comfortable and confident so that we can move through the world and have good relationships with ourselves and other people and do cool things. So you guys create, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say another cool thing about that is, you know, we might come for the vanity, but really, I mean, our subconscious knows what we want, and we're constantly guided, and it's going to do what it needs to do to get you to move toward it. And whether it's if you're not, you're stubborn and you're not moving toward it, it's making you sick, it's making you unhealthy. It's going to do things to try and get you moving. If it's like, okay, well, let's see, she wants to button her jeans, move forward. And then it does, it absolutely helps bring the inner and the outer together, and they're going to work together to move you forward to the you that is waiting to blossom.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so you guys created a really cool company that I am so honored to be a part of your world as well, that you guys have created. And you have something really special coming up that has transformed several of my clients' lives. Although I would love for it to just be like everything that I say makes a difference. But the reality is we all need each other. There is, you know, a web of health and vitality that begins to open up when we take that first step, and we didn't even know that it really existed. And that's kind of how I feel about what you guys are doing and creating, is you kind of like we leap forward and go, okay, well, maybe this one little thing that I can actually do, right? Like I can focus on just waking up a little earlier, right? It's just like one little thing in the morning, and then it begins, and we get a little bit of confidence, a little bit more self-esteem. We start to feel a little better. We start to go to sleep a little earlier. Maybe we start to have a little bit more joy in our lives. And then it's like, it opens this door to this web of vitality and energy that is so wonderful. So I don't know why the web image is coming in my mind, but that's kind of how I think about, you know, everything that you are doing and creating, or I'm doing and creating. It's all little pieces and parts of this web of health and vitality and community and manifestation of like all the good stuff. And so tell us a little bit more about your guys' company and what your, you know, next offer is about. Marion.
Yeah, absolutely. So Masterful Manifestor sounds pretty woo-woo, and yeah, there's definitely woo-woo in it, but guys, I'm here. I'm a productivity person. I like very neat lines, and I love science too. And so what we want to do is we want to inspire growth in your life, whatever that may look like, and to help you recognize that you are in control of your life, and you can decide what is next for you, and you are ultimately the person that can manifest the next version of yourself and to get what you truly want. And so this is my favorite challenge, just because I am a morning person. Not everyone is, but you don't have to be to join this challenge. We're doing a 7-day morning manifestation challenge. And what this does in just 7 days is allow you to consider what is your next step. Because our journey is never going to be over. We're not going to get to the finish line in 7 days for sure. But what's that one thing that we can tweak right now and get a head start on? Because one of the things we're really good at is doing community together and having that accountability and really laying such a super strong foundation. I know that this community right here with Rose knows what a Monday can be like and what a Tuesday can be like, right? Monday's like, I'm going to start this. Here I go, heading deep into it. And then Tuesday, it's like, maybe next Monday, right? I've been there. I know. I'm a client. I know. And so what we want to do is we want to get you going for 7 days, and you're going to take off like a rocket ship, because we're going to give you the foundation. We're going to build you up. We're going to get that consistency win for the next 7 days and give you a clear plan for what happens after this. What worked these 7 days? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to support? And there's so many elements on what that habit is. If you're like, well, what would I change? What would make me a better person? It's going to be different for everyone. And we're here for all of it. We actually have 3 coaches. There's a third coach besides Melanie and I called Talos. He is actually in Australia, so he's probably just waking up right around now, or headed to work at this time. But he is also in here, and we are able to support you from all facets of where you want to go. If you're the kind of person who wants to like get deeper into your meditation practice, I am so your gal, because I'm actually creating new meditations that are going to come out every day for the challenge. And if you're the kind of person who needs like accountability and you just want to wake up, that would be a win. Just like being able to get out of the bed just like 30 minutes early or something. You know, Talos is going to be awake anyways. I think most of your community is American, but it could be international. But Talos is usually awake, and he will make sure that you check in and that you're doing it. Because I may not get up for myself. In fact, I don't anymore. I wake up because Melanie and Talos make me go to this early morning meeting at 6:30. So that's what gets me out of bed. And so that helps a lot as well. And then of course, Melanie is like the movement and motivation person that is going to get you going and really raise your energy so you can really take on the day with wonderful things. But I'll let her talk about more of the challenge.
Yeah, please.
Rose, I really like the web that you're describing, because I got the image of like the neurons firing and wiring together. Definitely got that image when you're talking about that. And I feel that the communities do that. So it's wonderful. Yes, I'm definitely about high energy and a high vibration. I strongly feel I do have a very left brain like past and law enforcement and that thing, but I would say I'm probably a lot more woo-woo, what some people consider woo-woo. But to feel good, I mean, I think that's why we're here, is to feel good and interact and share that and help uplift other people. Of course, there's times where we're not going to feel good, and there's healthy ways to process that and to understand that feelings are really a guidance system and they're not something to be afraid of. But definitely feeling good and focusing on the things that you do want in life help bring them into your life faster, and you can have more excitement and joy around it. And again, sharing it with everyone else. I really, really believe in connection. And what's so cool about our group is you can even not really want to change anything, but just want to be around growth-minded, like-minded, positive people. It's so frightening. Like just a few years ago, I didn't have a whole lot of that. I had a couple really good friends, but even then, you know, we weren't together. We weren't very positive people. And just with one little shift of me getting a motivational video and listening to that and starting to listen to that every single day, absolutely set me on this new trajectory. And I have just so many wonderful people in my life now. It was just that small shift that started it all. So that's really what gets me pumped and excited about this. And then to get to see new things. I love Marion's meditation. She's got me started on meditating, and I'm excited to see the new ones that she has coming out. And so just kind of trying other things that people do and that have changed their life. That's what's really neat, is someone's like, oh, well, I used to do this and it did this. And feeling that excitement and energy from them, it's like, well, I'll try it. And sometimes I'll discover something new that really resonates with me, and other times it doesn't. And then other times it was just sitting there, and like a year down the road, I'll remember, oh, so-and-so mentioned this, and I'll try it. And then suddenly it resonates with me. So it's really about sharing and growing together and being there for one another.
I'm so excited. I typically am a morning person, meaning that, you know, I mean, last time I slept in was probably I was a teenager. So I do like to get up in the morning. This is something different though. It's way beyond just getting up in the morning, what I found, because I did the previous one. And what you guys are offering with this 7-day challenge is, it might seem like a lot because I'm going to copy and paste like they're like what they are offering in the 7 days for you guys up here when we're done with this little interview. And so that you can really see there is such a variety. There's not one way to start your morning to set you up for success. It's not like, again, like Marion was saying, like, check it off the list. You know what I mean? You do this, 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 and then you are amazing for the whole 24 hours. Then the next morning you do the exact same thing, right? Like it's different. It's fluid. We all have different lives, different times, different other humans, not other humans, work, not work, times. I mean, it is just such a variety. However, there is kind of like, human beings, we do have like a base foundation of what we need mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, socially, right? There's certain things that we do need as a human being. Like, I'm sorry, it's good to drink water. It's good to actually go to sleep and have some rest, right? So there's certain base foundation things. So you guys have set up really incredibly the structure and the foundation for everything that you could possibly need or want in your morning. Right? And the people, everyone that joins, and I really honestly hope that you do, it is such an incredible community. It's a gift to yourself to really set yourself up for success and to have that kind of energy and motivation and encouragement to help us stay motivated. I mean, because that's why we're all here. I mean, there's hundreds of you right now in this group all saying, yes, please, I need a change. Yes, please, I want to have, more and better, and I want to feel good. I want to have comfort and confidence. And I know that there's some missing link to like who I am right now and the experience that I'm having and what I want and what I desire. And that's really, I mean, you guys' business is called the Masterful Manifestors. So it's literally what you guys are doing and helping, supporting people doing is going from wherever they are to wherever it is that they want to be. I mean, they see it, you see where it is that you want to go. You know that is the direction. And for some reason, there's something in the way. And what you guys have provided is an opportunity to set that foundation so that then the people can see clearly what it is that's getting in their way. And you have the support to help them move past that block to the destination, to that place where they have the experience of life that they really want and desire. And it is just, it's so wonderful. It's such a blessing that you guys have put this together. I am so excited. I think one of you needs to say something else because I just need to take a breath.
Okay. Well, I love changing up my morning routine every now and then. And sometimes I learn that things are going really well. So looking at, my personal experience going through this next challenge, my focus is actually going to be on my bedtime. I need to go to bed earlier because I've been staying up a little late. I still get up early. And then full disclosure, just woke up from a nap for this call. So feeling real nice, but life happens, and that's so important to recognize that life happens. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to have these perfect morning routines to have these perfect lives. We don't. We just have to know what works for us. And I consider this, I love how you said like this is like this buffet of like options available to you. It really is an opportunity for you to taste different experiences. Maybe you've never meditated before. That's okay. Do it for, a whole week. See what that's like. I've got meditations that are as small as like 2 or 3 minutes to as long as 20 minutes. You can get a sense of what it's like and then decide if you want to adopt it. Maybe you need to, get moving. Maybe if it's just a walk around the block, you need that motivation. We had one person go through the last challenge, and she just wanted to go for a walk every single morning. And she did. She went live every single day, and she walked her dog, and it was fantastic. And then, by the end of the challenge, she was changing up her route. She wanted new scenery. It was just really beautiful to see that you can evolve, and that what you decide for this challenge, what you want in terms of this morning routine, doesn't always have to stick. Everyone knows I'm a huge fan of Oprah, and Oprah wakes up saying today's an amazing day. I wake up saying the exact same thing. And I was just recently studying her, morning routine, just to get a sense of like, is there something more that I could add to that? And like, what else will change, in terms of getting my mindset right and my spiritual practice and all of that. And it's super fun to just taste things, to try it out. I mean, that's why I always love, Rose's challenges, for her 5-day reset is fantastic, because I may not do all of those things that she offers in that, but it's good to like jump in and get a taste of it, get my body moving with James, and learn a new recipe from Chef Cindy. That's what it's all about, and that's what we love doing, and that's why we're all here, is just to try something new and change our lives. And that's what this challenge does as well.
That's another good point to that. That's is even if there's something that doesn't really work, if you start taking action, you start trying the things, you are moving toward your goal. You're making a conscious effort of, I need to do something for me. I want to start moving toward it. So it really is, once you start the movement, you will start to learn how to hone into your feelings and your emotions and really fine tune it and get that path, find the path for you. So again, it doesn't have to be that, oh, which one do I choose? Which one? Just relax, listen. If nothing jumps out at you, just try one. And if that works for you or doesn't work, try another one. Or if you find one right away that you like, then go with that. And if there's a couple that you want to try, awesome. But it is about moving forward toward your dreams. Absolutely.
Yeah, and just one other thing I forgot to mention is we do include a journal as part of the challenge. So if you're the kind of person who just really wants to see what are all my options and really assess what's going to be right for you, that journal is a free resource that you get as part of the challenge.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for jumping in there, you guys. That's one of the reasons why I always come here and like take a couple of deep breaths, is because I do tend to get super excited about things. Like, go run around the block. You're too excited. So it's such an honor. So wonderful. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this amazing gift and opportunity that you guys are sharing, your hearts, your minds, your passion, your love, your concern, and really just, it's like a red carpet has just been laid out, right? And you're like, welcome to the kingdom of this transformation and happiness and health. And it's just so cool. So cool. So I am going to just copy and paste from your guys's page, your Facebook page, right, where the link, so that they can go and sign up for the challenge, and then all the details. Is that okay? That's good. Okay. So I'm going to do that up there. Is there any other final words?
I just want to thank you so much for allowing us to come on here and join in with your community. So thank you so much for having us. It's always a pleasure talking with you, Rose.
Yeah, it is an honor. Would you guys do me one more little honor and take a couple of breaths with me, just so I can like get back to this space?
It's so weird not to.
I know, right? I know, totally. We have so many meetings together. Okay. Amazing. So really just taking a moment. I like to close my eyes if I can, just so that there's one less kind of distraction as I bring my awareness and my attention to my body, this physical body, and all the thoughts and everything that was said, and all of the opportunities and the excitement. Just noticing where all of that lies in my body. I'm just making a little scan from the top of my head, down my shoulders, all the way down the arms, the tips of the fingers. As that awareness moves into my chest, abdomen, and back, around my waist and through my hips and torso. As the awareness moves down into my legs and my knees, all the way to the bottoms of my feet, and I begin to realize that the bottoms of my feet have carried me through all the days of my life, and that stability and that strength. And following the energy back up the legs, into the torso and the hips and the chest, with the fingertips back up the arms, lifting the weight of the world from the shoulders and taking in a deep breath. As that deep breath is an incredible gift of life-giving and forgiving oxygen that moves through the cells and systems of the body, creating a sense of peace and calm. And every out-breath is a gift to the world. Another deep breath in. And just letting it all go. There's an incredible sense of stability, strength, and power in this moment. And whenever you're ready, bringing your awareness back to the Zoom room. Awesome. Always such an honor. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for your time and your presence and your heart. And I will see you soon.